Well, isn't it a rootin' tootin' good morning, day 2 of Shiny Wars to you guys. How are we doing, fellas? How are we feeling? Let me crack open the first of the day. Good morning. Today we have some shiny Pokemon to hunt. We're starting off with the store very strong, sitting with Bugs at 24 points, Fish at a straddling 9 points. Some might say they're stuck in the river. We're going to keep shunting today. I'm still at the single encounter spot here for a little bit right now at the Sudowoodo spot, but today is Horde Day, so I might take advantage of that and get slightly extra points. However, extra points for Hordes are kind of minimal comparatively to singles, so maybe I'll stick to singles. I'm not really totally 100% sure yet. We'll have to play it by ear and see how I'm feeling. It's nice to take advantage of bonus days to be able to just mix it up and be able to do a different kind of shunt when single encountering for 16 hours in a row at the same exact location, you know? It's nice. I hatched a couple eggs last night as well on a little bit of a break, so I hatched a little under 2 boxes of eggs, and it was not in those eggs. However, we have 15 full boxes. That is 15 times 60 eggs to hatch this event, so we've got a lot more chances to go for some sort of something crazy rare. Okay, we know the store board. We know what the store is, but we currently don't know the story behind that store board, and I think that's an important thing to tell. So, as we know, Day 1 went a little something like this. We went pretty damn dry day 1, hilariously. Ninetales got the first strike with a shiny Wingull, then Zephy with a Carp, then Amy with a Pooch, Summertime with a Geodude, and then, where does day 2 begin? Day 2 begins after Dusty's Ponyta. So, day 2 began with JW Tree getting a single encounter. It looks like, or double encounter. I think it's a double encounter, Staravia. And then, sorry, I'm still doing 9 counters. Untotes then got himself a ×3 Horde Hoot Hoot. I bet he was single encountering or something and just got the, ×3 Hoot Hoot. And then Peck got himself, well, actually, wait, what is that Hoot Hoot? That Hoot Hoot was 3 points. It couldn't have been a, yeah, no, it was a ×3 Horde, wasn't it? Because ×3 Hordes are 2 points. But then it's +1, because, yeah, so that was a ×3. And then, Pekami got Scraggy, which got them 2 points. It's a great shiny. Good for Peck. So that leaves the score currently at 9-24. Wait, shiny Hoppip, let's go. Wait, did someone get one right now in team? What happened? Is that Fish? Dude, I respect the Fish Hoppip. It's a great shiny. It's a great pick. I gotta be happy for him. It's 2 points. Nothing I'm afraid of, and I'm happy to see some Team Mr. Shinies. So, congratulations to the hunter. Hey, Pat, what team are you on? As a reminder, I'm on Team Bug. Good question, good question. All right, apparently the fisherman himself, I think it was Enlight. Yeah, Enlight got himself the shiny Hop. Congratulations. That's one of my favorite shinies. So congratulations. And it's 2 points to Fisherman. But you know what? That's another shiny on the Team Mr. roster. So I'm very happy about it. Congratulations, dude. Okay, my expert lore is over, though. Dude, let's go do some hordes, man. I'm down to go do something. I want to do Dugtrio, I think, because I'm using Dugtrio all the time as a utility mon nowadays. I'm gonna go do. I'm hoping I don't see it like ASAP, but if I see it today, I mean, I'd be happy. It's 2 points for war. There's a very good chance if I just single encounter for the entire war, I just don't get any points. So like, if I can get 2 points, if I can get a shiny during war, that's legit really good. Yeah, no, that's a great question, Vanessa. Yeah, no one's gotten Sudowoodo yet, so no one's gotten the big bounty mon. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my shiny Hoppip since Enlight just caught his. Dude, congratulations to him. We're gonna head over to Dugtrio since it's Horde Day, fellas. We're going to go to Dugtrio since it's Horde Day and try to get that 2 points. It's a big difference. Like, on a bonus day with Hordes, like, it's just double the points. If you think about it, it's stupid, but it's true. If you get a shiny Dugtrio, normally it's 1 point. If you get it during this, it's 2 points. Saves you half the time. Yeah, unironically, the coolest part about Horde Day is going to be able to see my encounters rise so rapidly, Like, the fact that yesterday I hunted all... And I did a fair amount of encounters yesterday. I did like 3,000 or 4,000 encounters or whatever, or more yesterday. To be able to see it rise way more... if I might do this for 10 hours, I'm going to be at 19,000 encounters. It's going to be a huge difference. What happens if a person from the same team gets the same shiny? Duplicates are still points. It's all about, just getting more shinies. And, just shiny hunting. Duplicates are still more points. Why are you leading with the rat? Good question. You have to lead with rat here because Dugtrio has arena trap. So run away, the ability lets you get away from that ability without being trapped. Okay, it seems like there's server lag right now. I clicked run, as you can see. It seems like everybody's experiencing this. So at least we're on an even playing field, but we're getting some intense server lag. Look at the reconnects. Oh shit, Aboja reconnected. Team Fish is getting doxed offline, fellas. We're not doxed, DDoSed. We're getting them, fellas. Why does Rat not sparkle? A lot of good questions. So the reason my Rat doesn't sparkle when I throw him out is because I turned off his particle effect by left-clicking this. Doing that allows you to essentially use shiny Pokemon to shiny hunt, which is really cool. Otherwise, it'd be like really annoying to hear the shiny sound every single battle, you know? Curious how you feel about the idea of megas in Pokemon. Maybe introduce them in small batches at a time. I'm not totally opposed to megas. I think anything can be introduced in the game in a balanced state. It's always funny when people are like, no, there's no way they could ever introduce megas because Kangaskhan would be too broken. And it's like, well, what if they just nerfed Kangaskhan from the get-go? Like the same way they nerfed Hydreigon and nerfed Garchomp from the get-go. You know, I know it's mind-blowing, but PokeMMO does do custom balancing. I think it's totally possible that megas come into the game at some point. Now, obviously, that'd be like, I don't think they would introduce megas without Gen 6. I feel like they would. I don't know. When that will happen is a whole more complicated question, but that might not happen for like 4 to 5+ years. But I could see it happening in small batches, similar to the way they introduced hidden abilities have been introduced in small batches over the past year and a half or so. Legendaries are being introduced in small batches now. I can see it happening for sure. What's your least favorite shiny, like OT shiny? It's a good question. I think my Pelipper. I got my Pelipper like I'm lagging again. Like 800 to 1,000 encounters. I think maybe less. Very few encounters after stopping like a 10,000 Cranidos egg bender. I did like so many Cranidos encounters. And then like I was like 60 something or like 60 to 80k dry and got the Pelipper with very quickly. And I was just like so bummed. I had like stayed out of grass for so long. And yeah, that Pelipper gutted me. It's kind of mind-blowing right now how Palworld is it's like the most played currently and the best-selling game on Steam. I was blown away by it. Once I don't buy many new games. I don't play many new games because my motto is always like, why would I pay, $60 for a new game and coin flip whether it's good or not when I can go pay $5 for the Mass Effect trilogy, $5 for the Borderlands trilogy, Skyrim, like all these games that I know are masterpieces, that I may or may not have played yet. But Palworld is worth every penny, man. It's a 10 out of 10 game to me. I can't believe them calling it early access is funny to me because it doesn't feel like an early access game at all. It's crazy to me. People are saying it's launched in a more complete state than Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which is hilarious, but probably true. I didn't play Scarlet and Violet, so I don't have much of a stake in that, but man, it's so good. I've really, really enjoyed Palworld. Like I said, if Shiny Wars wasn't this week, I would just be playing Palworld all week, 100%. I might even, yeah, it's so good. Yeah, we DC'd again there for a sec. We're getting a lot of lag today. The PokeMMO servers are having a hard time keeping up with all the Shiny Wars competition. No, I'm sure it's just other factors, but yeah, the PokeMMO servers unfortunately are rough today. My first shiny was at 130,000 encounters. It will come eventually. You did the secret hack, man, okay? And I'm so proud of you for pushing through and getting that, actually finishing that hunt. If you go super dry on your first shiny hunt, it sucks but that hunt is going to be the hardest hunt you ever do. Probably, most likely, right? If you go 130k dry on your first hunt, every hunt after is going to feel so much easier. It's actually like the biggest mental trick because now every other hunt is going to feel like a walk in the park, a piece of cake. It's going to feel so easy, and that's going to be so powerful to have that patience and that tool developed. I will say, I don't know how many people know this. Someone said Palworld's been in development for 3 years. Goddamn, that's fast. I don't know how many people know this. They actually did a game before Palworld called Craftopia, I think, and that game kind of has a lot of similar systems, but that game kind of fell off and kind of died off. Palworld is the spiritual successor to Craftopia, but it's actually better and good and has the creature catching element and stuff like that. So I feel like they took a lot of what they learned from Craftopia and put it into Palworld, so that's why it probably had like a semi-fast development. But but that's important. Palworld's a fantastic game. Thank you for the raid, Mist. What's up, man? How was your stream? How's your shunts? How you doing, dude? Here is 10,000 encounters, a pretty cool milestone in my opinion. Bam, boom, there it is. Gonna be 10,003. Not even, but you know what? You love to see it. Kev shiny. Someone get a shiny. Kev is Fisherman. Ooh, Fisherman are coming back, guys. We gotta get some shinies. Fisherman shiny. What? Let's see what he got. Litwick. That's gonna be 2 points, so nothing crazy, but Congrats to the fisherman. Respect, respect. Okay, the store did just get changed with that Magikarp, so let me go ahead and do this really quick. There you go. It's really nice that I can just easily change that now. The funny thing about the eggs in my boxes, so I started the event with 15 boxes full of eggs. I'm gonna actually have to like plan out and purposefully hatch eggs, because I have to at least hatch like what, 2 boxes of eggs a day. Now thankfully eggs are easy because they represent I can just go like play Palworld or chill out or whatever. Eggs are fun and easy, but I'm gonna have to remember, like, I am gonna have to hatch all of them before the event ends. Like I have to hatch 2 boxes a day essentially. So I have to take I have to take a mandatory break essentially every day to go hatch those 2 or so boxes. Yeah, I've had this question pop up already once today, but I want to talk about a different aspect of it. So someone said, do you think megas will break PokeMMO PvP? Or yeah, I don't think they would. The biggest thing to keep in mind, the biggest benefit that PokeMMO PvP and Pokemon in general has over traditional Pokemon is that traditional Pokemon, you know, release a game every 1 or 2 years, right? And they have to like patch everything from there. They can't really, like, you can patch certain things and you can update certain things now with Wi-Fi and internet, but you can't change the game fundamentally. Like in Gen 5, they couldn't just take away permanent weather from things like drizzle. They'd already made that decision, right? PokeMMO can hotfix whatever they need to. In an MMO format, if something is broken, they can just hotfix it, which is so powerful. So when people say things like, oh, would this be broken? Would that be broken? My answer is almost always maybe, but if it was, it'd be nerfed. It's that simple. I think the devs have a masterful understanding of game balance. And I think they really, they have a tier council. They have a lot of checks and balances for it. We can critique the devs all day for certain things, but they have a masterful understanding of game balance, in my opinion. And I don't know. I can't see an argument for anything where it's like, oh, this would be maybe if you believe that like inherently megas are broken. But I guess the thing would be like why? You could argue they're inherently power creep. That's fair, right? They are. And if that's worth for the game or not, it's a fair discussion. The thing would be like, if a mega is broken, we just nerf it. It's just not that crazy, you know? That's such a good little like quality of life change. I hope there's just one mega stone item instead of having a unique one for every mega. Yes, that's such a good quality of life thing that Pokemon could do for sure. Yeah, the number one update. If someone asked me, hey, what update would you like to see personally for the game right now? My answer has been the same for the past, since like 2016, for the past like 8 years. RU or PU, please. I would love to see another lower tier added. NU has way too many Pokemon in it. There's way too many Pokemon stuffed into one tier, and it makes it so certain Pokemon never have the chance to shine. I think that's super unfortunate. I think if they added RU/PU, I think it'd be incredible. Now, obviously, I've said these arguments before, but I probably haven't said them in a really long time, so I would like to talk about it again and kind of bring up the old arguments. The typical argument back and forth is like, oh, but they can't add new tiers to the game because it essentially deludes the like player base that actually play that tiers. We already have like overused UU, NU doubles and randoms, right? And queue times get pretty tough for things like let's check. Best way to check this is PvP statistics. The queue times can get kind of rough for things like NU. OU is perfect. OU has, you know, 560,000 games played in the past 21 days. That's incredible, right? UU has 20,000. That's a lot lower. NU's at 21 or 22,000-ish, you know? Randoms does really well, I'm pretty sure, but it's hard to tell. You can't really check those stats as easily, but randoms also gets a lot of games. And then doubles is at like 23,000. So honestly, 20,000 games or so for doubles. Oh, you know, it deludes the player base, but like I think it's worth it. And my argument is always like, yes, you might have longer queue times. My argument is like, if you had a more balanced PvP system though, which my argument is like, I think NU is inherently kind of unbalanced because there's too many mons stuffed into there. Or rather like, the top of the top can be balanced, but there's certain mons that can never shine. Like I always say like imagine like things like Sceptile, right? Why are things like Sceptile in the same tier as like Cacturn? Like Cacturn will never be playable ever. Why is Sceptile in the same tier as Tropius? Like these other grass types like that are never ever like you'll never pick these over Sceptile ever. There's no reason to. And it really sucks for a lot of Pokemon who are just worse versions of others who never really see the light of day. I would love to see RU/PU. I think it would make the game more balanced. I think it would give more Pokemon a chance to shine. It would help the economy because then it would put more different styles of Pokemon in different demands. They need to add Little Cup. In my opinion, obviously this is very, very opinion based. Little Cup is so Little Cup is so much less important in my opinion compared to like an actually extra tier. But that's just me. Obviously, a lot of people love Little Cup. Little Cup used to be officially supported in the game, so that's fair. I get what you're saying, but yeah, I'm a huge RU/PU fan. My number one selfish update would be RU/PU for sure. Okay, you can actually see the amount of games played at the very bottom. I didn't know that. That's actually a really cool tip, Hummus. To the bottom of randoms, you can see 188,000. That's really so like. There's a lot of PvP games being played, man. And honestly, like, this month has been really good for it. Yeah, who's gonna get a shiny first this war? Pat or Casey? Dude, Casey is going fucking go big or go home. She's like, yeah, I'm like only egging and doing fossils. And if I get, you know, I'm either getting a crazy rare and helping the boys, or I'm gonna get nothing. Like, she's doing the Pat strat for most shiny wars, man. I respect it. Okay, so this is a great question. So I'm wondering, do you think you overall make a profit or loss if you win shiny wars from making eggs, buying charms, etc. from prize pool? Dude, it's not even close. You hard lose money. From the time put it, like, no one is, even though the prize pool is really good this year at 130 mil right now, maybe even more, no one gives a damn about the Pokeyen. No one is playing PokeMMO 16 hours a day to try to win that Pokeyen. It is full on only for glory, full on only to prove yourself, only to get like shinies for yourself and like to work hard. It is truly a workhorse mentality. Like nobody cares about the Pokeyen. It is all for just seeing how hard you can push yourself and seeing how good you could do and how much of a shunter you can be. 11,000 encounters, by the way, clean, which is cool to see. Yeah, we're gonna restart the music for this one, fellas. Restart the music. And then pop a shiny charm. Good luck to everybody. Got a fair amount of charms here. Let's go ahead and get popped. We only have 3 people in charms. So if any other bugged members would like to join, let me know. Dude, part of me is super tempted to go do single encounters while on my charm, even though it's Horde Day. I'm really thinking about it. The music is telling me to go single encounter. All right, guys, you tempted me. Let's go risk it. It's a go big or go home strategy. I might go single encounter and just sit here and get nothing and waste my time. But we do it for the content. Clue! Spotting a teammate. 3 shiny charms plus premium max floors. I gotta pop as many charms as possible today. Thank you so much, Clue. I do super appreciate it. We got that 3-person charm popped. Thank you so much. Jigabadoof, Clue. Well, I guess that means it's time to premium lore in this location, fellas. Let's see how it goes. How much would it cost for max shiny efficiency per hour? Premium lore, shiny charm, and dono. This is a great question. This is a fun question. Let's check it, fellas. So, premium lures are easy. Actually, the math is actually really easy for the most part. Now, you have to... The donator status is the tough thing, because how do you calculate an hour's worth of dono? Like, we'll just count the full price, I guess, of like a 7-day dono. Which is gonna skew it kind of high, so keep that in mind. But we'll say 1.2, 1.3 mil for dono. We'll do 1.25. It's usually 1.2, but they're higher right now because of probably wars. I don't know. This plus the price of shiny charm, which is 250k, and then plus the price of premium lures, which are 500k an hour to pop premiums. So max is going to cost you around 2 million Pokeyen per hour, but that's not really with donator, right? So it's a one-time fee of that, and then it's the 250 plus 500k. So it's 750,000 Pokeyen per hour to pop charms and premium lures, and then the dono is on top or whatever. So let's say you were to hunt. Let's say if you were to hunt 10 hours a day. Let's do 10 hours a day. 10 hours a day, 750k, right? Times 7 days a week, and then plus the 1.25 mil. So if you were to hunt at max efficiency single encounters for the whole week of Shiny Wars, it would cost you around 54 mil. Honestly, not as expensive as I thought, hilariously, but you're also probably doing eggs and stuff, and that cranks up the price dramatically. Shiny team bug? Oh, dude, okay. If my internet drops, if my internet just tanked, we just came back, dude. If that's what it takes for us to get a shiny, dude, it's a worthwhile trade, dude. Nice. Is it a Horde shiny? All right, so unfortunately, you hate to see it, but Comcast is keeping me down. Internet issues have been something I've dealt with throughout my entire content creation career, unfortunately. and it's striking me down once again. It just sucks. There's only so much you can do. Top of the line hardware. Nothing you can do. Internet in America is very inconsistent. When it's up, it's very good. The speeds are solid. But at lunch times and shit, at peak times, they overbook their nodes. Shit just drops. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. It's frustrating. It's unfortunate. But the score is currently 26-13. We did get another shiny, and I'm gonna go ahead and just sit here, run back and forth, and hope for the best on my 8 minutes of charm. We'll see what happens. I'll see you guys when I'm back live again in an hour or two, hopefully. Well, it took us long enough, fellas, but I think we are back. We're back on stream. How are we feeling? How are we doing? Sorry about the internet issues, but it just happens. What are you gonna do? All you really can do is keep shiny hunting. So we're at around 11,770 encounters, and the score has changed. It is now 28 bugs, 16 fish. Okay, that's the current score coming back. Let's go ahead and actually double check what shinies were achieved. Who got what? What made that score possible? And to corrected, I stand corrected. It is 18 for fish. The current score is 28-18. Let me change that right now. Here's the entire history of all of the shinies so far in Shiny Wars. So I think when we ended stream or last left off, I think the last shiny we saw was the Gloom, the 2 points, maybe the Litwick, somewhere around there. Since then, we've seen a shiny Dugtrio for 2 points for the Fisherman, and then a Vulpix for 3 points. Apparently, I heard some crazy rumors about that Vulpix. I heard that he disconnected from that shiny twice, and then he had to Master Ball it, because all he had was Master Balls, and I don't know what was going on. But apparently, Racky Prince had a crazy time with that shiny Vulpix from what I heard. And then Life Hunter, I didn't even hear about. This one's new to me. Life Hunter got himself a Hoppip, a great shiny. Great ×5 Horde pick. Wait, yeah, I totally didn't realize that, Louis. Wait, that's actually insane that there's this much of a point difference, because we're actually even on shinies. Both teams have received 7 shinies at this point. Fishermen and Bug Catchers. We're actually at the same amount of quantity, but just different rarities and such. That's how much, like, you know, points, like, that's a crazy point sway. That's super interesting. Here's the shiny Dugtrio that Costo got, which is awesome. 31 attack, wow. And 25 plus, and like a lot of the other relevant stats. 2 times 31 adamant. This is a beautiful shiny, man. Hopefully I can match you soon. 12,000 encounters. Clean, fellas, with no internet issues for the past 20 minutes. You'll love to see it. NTHGP shiny. Dude, we're getting, I mean, it makes sense we're getting a lot of shinies today, but we're getting a lot of shinies today. Jeez Louise, guys. Another shiny NT Mister. It seems like it's a Team Fisherman Luxio. It seems like it's a 2-pointer ×5 Horde. But we'll adjust once we actually get confirmation. The store has been updated, fellas. After that shiny Luxio from NTHGP, the new score is 20-28. Bugs are still in the lead, but that lead is diminishing quickly. Very close war so far. Dude, it's always crazy. Like, for a couple of years, from what I've heard, it wasn't like this. Like, it's pretty great. Like, the last 2 wars have been pretty neck and neck throughout a large, like, throughout all of it, which almost never happens. Like, usually, I feel like from what I've heard, and this happens in RuneScape stuff as well, like 3 to 4 to 5 days in, I feel like one team takes a huge lead, and then it's hard to recover towards the end. But it's the last 2 wars, this war and the last one. We'll see in a couple more days what happens with that, but if someone takes a big lead. But it's been nuts, man. It's been crazy. Have you done your eggs yet? I'm going to slowly hatch my eggs throughout the event. I've not hatched all my eggs. That's a great question. Hey, Pat, do you think they'll ever add better accuracy rock moves? This is such a funny question, dude. Stone Edge is 80%. Rock Slide is 90%. Even Rock Blast is like 95, right? Like, all the best rock moves are... That's very funny. You're not wrong. I don't know, man. Good question. Would it be too strong? Is rock really that good on offense? It's pretty good on offensive, but like, I don't know. It's kind of funny. Wait, no, dude, you're right, GUI. So obviously, like, physical rock, but yes, there's Power Gem. That's the one I'm thinking of. Power Gem. It's the rock move that you're totally right. Power Gem is 80 base power, 100% accuracy, right? And then, like, is it 10 or 30% chance to, like, lower a special defense or some shit? The special attacking rock move, but no, but that's yeah, that fits. Okay, that is pretty interesting. I was forget Rock Throw exists. Not really relevant. Even Rock Throw is 90% accurate. Come on, why'd they give this shit 50% power? Why they, dude? I feel like they teased the rock type so hard. Rock Throw having 90% accuracy is actually crazy. We're looking for rock. Looking for power gem. BCD. I can't count my alphabet. Okay, that's funny. I think Solrock just doesn't learn power gem, but Lunatone does. I don't know why I thought they both. Okay, yeah, it's a power gem. 80% accurate. Yeah, there's no side effects. 80% accurate or 80% power, 100% accurate. Okay, that's technically the meme, but that's interesting. Rock is a weird type, man. A lot of risky moves in Rock. I just checked, and the only physical Rock type attack with 100% accuracy is Paradox Terrakion. It's like one specific move. That is crazy. That is really funny. It's kind of, you know, it's the gambling man's type. Yeah, this is a good point. So now that Quick Ball wasn't in PokeMMO for a long time. So I think a lot of people, myself included, are getting used to this. But it's true. I'm pretty sure you should never have to Master Ball a shiny Abra like ever again. It depends on the level. You should calc it though. It depends on the level. But Quick Ball should be 100% catch rate for shiny Abra. I believe it depends on the level and stuff. I'm not sure if it at all times or whatever. I'm not sure, but at most places you can encounter it. That teleport mon, yeah, Quick Ball should be a really high catch rate, if not 100%. So if you can have 100%, you know, why would you Master Ball, right? That's a really cool. You should always have some Quick Balls on you in your bag now, fellas. That's good for specific shinies that could get away or kill themselves in some way. Double encounters are rough for that. Yeah, I mean that's why you always gotta have like the specific mon to actually control the fight. So like, it's always good to like have an arena trap Pokemon if you're like around Abras, around teleport Pokemon. If you're around explosion Pokemon, have that damp Pokemon on you. Maybe even imprison self-destruct, right? Just having the correct utility mon to deal with the situation. So Kuroshi's is a great shunter, and they've used 2 of their Master Balls. You said you used one of them on shiny Munchlax because it has Metronome. That's a smart one. I would have never even thought about that. Imagine, obviously it's unlikely, but like imagine, you know, you go for the false swipe or spore or whatever, and it wakes up or something, and it has a sec to use a metronome, and it uses something like Final Gambit or Memento. Like it's not worth risking a shiny Munchlax for that. That's a worthwhile Master Ball. That's cool. Oh, 13,000 encounters, by the way. That's fucking cool. The honest answer, this is a funny topic. Someone brought up like, when will I retire? Or how much will I need to retire? I'm 25 years old. Let me preface. The positive thing is, I don't think content creation is a career you really need to retire from. You can if you want to. But like, I feel like I could be doing this at 80 years old, you know? I could be maybe like a soft retirement. I think one of the biggest questions I get is like, one of my favorite questions I've ever been asked was like, if you won the lottery or something, if you had infinite money, like, would you still be doing what you were doing? And my answer is yes, but less time spent. You know, I work like 100 hours a week. Like, it's insane to be able to pay rent, right? And like save up for a wedding and like, you know, life expenses. If I could do this, but for like a reasonable amount of time, I think, like that's 100%. I would still be doing the 100%, right? If I had all the free time in the world, and I'd still be like streaming shiny hunting and hanging out and chilling. So I feel like I'll never really retire, but I might soft retire when I'm 60, 80 years old and just put out a lot less videos or work a lot less or whatever. Also, like, life's so fucking crazy. To plan that far ahead is wild. I never plan more than 2 years ahead in my life because I know how insane everything can just change. 100%. Apparently there's a Yon Mega Swarm Univus, Scorpy Swarm Hoenn. We're gonna go check these. That's 2 like really, really good swarms. All right, here's our first Yon Mega check. This would be an insane shiny to get. This would be like one of the best. Yeah, dude, one of the funniest things to think about is like, I'm so behind on the gym rerun game. I really am. I don't do my gym reruns anymore, so I'm totally fallen out of the information. I'm out of the loop. I always say check out Hi, I'm Rainer and Xanarchy on YouTube because they're killing the gym rerun game. When I started my gym reruns and when I started, you know, showing off my strategies and stuff, I was doing 20 gyms per rerun. And the world record at that time was around 26. So it was like, it wasn't that far off. My gym rerun was a lot more casual and brain dead and chill, but it wasn't that far off from the world record at the time. Nowadays, I still do my 20 gyms when I rarely do my gym runs, but the world record now is 34. People are doing 34 gyms in an hour. Now that's the world record. The average is probably like 30 to 32 for like not average, but like high end, you know, gym reruns. But that is insane how much like Jimmy runs have improved and shit, and how much that game has changed. And I'm out of touch on it, man. I've been shiny hunting and doing other stuff. There's a lot to learn, and one day I'll have to get back up to on it. This is a great question. Can you turn on/off your premium lures if you move from one location to another? It seemed like you did that with yours. Great question. So what I actually did was I popped a repel. So you can actually pop repels, and that will preserve your lore steps because it can only do one or the other. It can only do one. Repels like prioritized over lore steps. So if you have a premium lore popped and you need to like visit the PC or do something like that, if you have to, you can pop repels. You almost never want to do that to preserve just normal expert lore steps because it's worth like the same amount of Pokeyen. But it's super worth. Premium lures are 100 KPs. Preserving these steps is actually super worth popping the 1200 or whatever repels for. Yo, I keep lagging. Can you guys pause your event, please? Yeah. The PokeMMO servers have been having a rough time today. Is it due to Team Mr. Shiny Wars? Hopefully not. I don't think so. I feel like the few amount of, it's like 80 or so, 100 so players or whatever. I feel like we can't really impact the servers that much with that few players. But it is funny that it's happening. All right, there's the Untotes Shiny Charm over. Let's pop our own. We could keep using our premium lures. We'll do it. Dude, the funny thing is, my Shiny Charm stack has been going up throughout Shiny Wars. I've been getting so many generous viewers giving me charms that I've been gaining charms faster than I've been popping them, which is so spoiled. Pat, if you got 2 shinies in a double battle, one was Secret Staravia, and the other is a regular shiny Sudowoodo, easily Sudowoodo. Because personally, I prefer Sudowoodo. Secrets are cool and all, but I prefer the better shiny for the most part. And then Sudowoodo would be plus 10 points for the war, so that would be huge. Does the premium lore increase secret shiny rates on 5 times sweet scent hordes? You cannot get secret shinies on sweet scent hordes, if that makes sense. You can get them on wild hordes you randomly run into, but you cannot get a secret shiny on those hordes. I just remember. Wait, you saying that though reminded me. I totally forgot. This does increase your. Yeah, I totally forgot that premium lures increase your secret shiny chance by 25%. I literally forgot that was even an effect. Wow, that's actually wicked cool. We'll see if that happens then. That's nuts. I wonder how many shiny Finneons there are. There's actually a lot. There's one person who specifically collects shiny Finneons, and every couple months he lists them all on the GTL. Let's see if they're up right now. In this guy alone, yeah, they're not up right now. This guy alone has like 46 plus shiny Finneons. He collects all, I think he buys them off the GTL and collects like non-OT shiny Finneons. But this guy is a Finneon expert. It's so funny. I love that someone is so in love with this niche ass Pokemon that most people forget exist. You know, Lumineon and Finneon might literally be some of the most forgotten Pokemon in all of Pokemon. Like, you know, who the hell remembers this thing? And he collects shiny Finneon. It's so funny. So if you ever see like 46 or more shiny Finneons being listed, it's him. It'd probably stretch the PvP queue too thin, but I love a wild caught PvP tier. I love the idea of someone like hosting a custom wild caught PvP tournament. There's something very, very cool about that. I really respect and I like people who take wild caught Pokemon, like don't allow them to breed them, right? Wild caught Pokemon only as being a there's something very traditional about it, because before, like in traditional Pokemon, you couldn't like breed up the IVs of Pokemon, really, right? There's something very, very original and cool about that, which is it's fun and exciting. It's something new. Kev got another shiny. Oh shit, wait, is he I don't remember. He's Fisherman. 2 shinies for this madman. I assume it's a horde shiny. What did he actually get? Hoenn breeding routes. Fish on top. Okay, it's not fish on top. Fish are fighting back. We'll give them that. Shiny Lombre. Oh, that's a ×3, isn't it? That's like 3 points today, right? Dude, doing the Hoenn ×3 horde spot's actually kind of genius right now. Or did he wait, no. If it's Lombre, it might be the ×5 spot. Because Lotat has the ×3. It's ×5. Okay, so it's 2 points. That's gonna put Fish up to 22. So it is still 28 to 22. Let's change the score. Oh, Team Bug shiny. Dude, what we get? These dang bug catchers. That's right, Enraged Jay. You're enraged. True and real. Root Invert. That's the newest member. That was the risky pick that Dusty did. Dude, he picked the newest Team Mr. member. Let's fucking go, Root, and proving your stuff, dude. I think people are saying it's a 5 times HORDE. Congratulations to him, dude. That's awesome. I'm gonna head back to Dud Trio. Apparently, we only need 3 more shinies to reach our all-time like day record in Team Mr. And we have 6 hours left to do so. That's so much time. So yeah, I'm gonna go do Dud Trio 100%. Try to help push for that record a little bit, and then also just do a bunch of encounters. Obviously, he got a Smeargle, guys. He got a shiny Smeargle. People are saying it's. This is so nice. Modest 31 special attack. Yeah, 2 times 31, 1 times 30. Modest. This is beautiful. That's a great shiny. Smeargle is just so good as well, man. Congratulations to him. That's very cool. Okay, we kind of missed this one, but Enraged Jay got a shiny Maril. So the score, dude, the score is now 24 to 30. So it's getting closer and closer. Let's readjust it. We are 2 shinies away from all-time shinies in one day Team Mr. record. That's good. I'm pretty sure the last time we broke that was for Johto's release day. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it wasn't release day. No, sorry. I think it was like, I'm trying to remember. It was somewhere into Johto's release. A lot of people were shunting and stuff, which is crazy. 1 away? Wait, 1 now? Wait, did someone just? Oh no, because Enraged Jays, right? We were 1, yes. Oh, are we 1 away from tying, or 1 away from 1 shiny away from breaking? We're tied the record. What the fuck? We have 6 hours left, and we're tied at our day record. So we only need 1 more to break. Dude, we can get so many shinies in the next 6 hours, guys. Let's fucking crush the record. Are you kidding? Nuz shiny? Dude, it's been 5 minutes. Record broke? Dude. Good shit, Team Mister. Good shit. I'm proud of you guys. Yeah, shiny Marowak for Nuz. Dude, congratulations to him. That's the record broken, which is crazy. The all-time shinies in 1 day record. What's the... He's a fisherman, right? He's a fisherman. Yeah, that's gonna make the score 30-26, isn't it? If we've already broken the day record, I think I might switch back to singles here in a sec. I think it's... Yeah, I don't think either team has gotten an egg shiny so far, which is kind of crazy. We're only 2 days in, but a good question is like, how many egg shinies do we see on average per Shiny Wars? I don't know the answer to that, but it's a good question. Let's head back over to single encounters. Last war we had like 6 or so eggs. Damn. Do you think premium lures should be linkable to justify the cost? That's a really unique way that I haven't heard anybody talk about on how to buff them. That makes them... I like that idea a lot, because it makes them a lot more comparable to shiny charms, to where it's like, oh, it may not be like super financially worth, but it's like fun, and it adds like an element of team play and camaraderie. Like shiny charms aren't financially really worth it, maybe unless you're egging or something like that, like a really rare shiny hunt. But like generally shiny charms are just for fun and just for like pissing away more Pokeyen to have a shiny, the higher shiny chance odds during like something like really competitive, like a shiny war. That's a really interesting idea. They're step based though, not time based. Yeah, I don't know how you would exactly do that. They'd probably have to change the item entirely to like a charm. I'm not sure, but it's a really interesting idea. What's stopping them from making a lore charm time based though? Yeah, nothing really, right? It's super interesting. Yeah, dude, skull fossils going for 14k is crazy. I can tell you now that I would have not bought skull fossils at 14k during my Cranidos hunt. That is wild. Damn. I think I bought them when they were like, I would buy any skull fossils at like 5 to 6k, and then I would buy them up to like 8k price. 14k is crazy right now. Let's double check that. That is... Fossils have gotten a lot more expensive. Okay, they're more so... I mean, no, you're right. Because once you buy these 3 out, it's 14. Fossils have just gotten more expensive in general over the past couple months. 4 out of the last 5 shinies have been from Team Fisherman, which is pretty crazy. And then... out of the last 12 shinies, 9 out of the last 12 shinies have been Fishermen. That's crazy. So Fishermen is officially ahead of us in quantities of shinies. But they're behind in points still, but just barely though, by 4. So some interesting little stat checkups. Imagine if it ends in a draw. I think if Shiny Wars is a great question. I think there's a sudden death rule. I don't know if it's ever needed to have been used. But I think the rule is if Shiny Wars ends in a draw, there's a sudden death rule. I could be making this. I think I'm remembering this correctly. Where the first team to get a shiny wins. I think that's the clause, which is pretty cool. So if sudden death ever happened, all 104 people would be rushing to hit 5 times Horde shinies. Yes. Yes. That'd be something. Haru shiny, Haru Lipe. Wait, dude, hell yeah! Congratulations to him. Do we know what species and stuff? Shiny number 15. 15 today. We've had 15 shinies in Team Mr. Day 2. Only all in one day. That's wild of Shiny Wars. That's nuts. 15 is crazy, dude. Is that a bug? That's a bug, isn't it? And it's a Dratini, I think. Is it a ×5? He got the 2080 split on the Dratini shiny. That's awesome. This next encounter is going to get me 14,000 encounters flat, which is kind of neat. There we go. Perfect. Little transition. 14. Perfect. Wait, missed shiny? 16 shinies in one day, fellas? Holy shit. The other one's they're still catching the other one. Dude, what? I think they're saying Mist is on Team Fishing. So I think Bug and Fish both got one at like the same-ish time. That's crazy. Okay, they both caught their shinies. They were trying to synchronize. Let's check the times, fellas. 8:11:49. Is this also 2 times 31? What? I've never seen this many 2 times 31 ×5 Horde shinies. 2 times 31 female. Dude, congrats to Haru. That's wild. And the IVs are, yeah. Here's the Marowak. Let's check the times, fellas. It's 1 second off. So close. Dude, this happens every time. They try to synchronize. 8:11:48 versus 8:11:49. They tried. They did a good job. It always. I had the same issue. I made the same mistake, dude. They tried. Good shinies for both of them, dude. Congrats to them, dudes. I think there's gonna be 2 points for each team, so it'll be 32-28. Let's update the score. Yeah, and that crushes. So we still have around 4 hours left in the day, and that crushes the shinies in one day record for Team Mister. I think right now the shinies in one day are it was 13, now it's 16, I believe, which is wild. And people are trying to push for 20. I'm just doing my single encounters here. We'll see what happens. Wait, they're adding extra species. Can you explain? Yes. So what I was talking about was there's certain Horde Pokemon right now in PokeMMO that have a different rarity. So it's like what I call 80-20 hordes, right? So at the Dratini spot at Dragon's Den in Johto, right? There's an 8 when you pop a sweet scent for a horde, there's an 80% chance you run into Magikarp and a 20% chance you run into Dratini. So you end up getting 4 shiny Magikarps on the way to 1 shiny Dratini. Now, it makes sense that Dratini should be a rarer horde Pokemon. It's a really good shiny. It should be a rare shiny. The way that it works is it depends how rare a horde is depends on that Pokemon's rarity in the wild now. So from my understanding, via single encounters, let's see if we can find. But now that I'm looking at it, I don't even know how that holds up. I don't know. Anyways, it's 80-20 for Dratini and Magikarp. Anyways, but that's annoying. Nobody needs 4 Carps. Nobody needs 4 shiny Magikarps. Like, I'll take 2, you know, 1 Carp, 1 Gyarados, right? But those 2 extra are like, what the fuck do you do with those? So the developers saw this problem and they're like, okay. They talked about in the forums like months ago. They were like, okay, we do have plans to add in extra species to those hunts to break up the monotony, which is really good. If they just add in like 1 more species at like Dragon's Den, for example, or like 1 more species at like the Larvitar, because Larvitar is the same thing where it's 80-20 split with Larvitar and Onix. If they threw in like a Donphan horde there, or like a Horsey, horde over by the Dragon Den, or whatever it may be, like throwing in those extra species is so. It breaks up the monotony of the hunt, so you don't end up with like 4 Carps. You don't need 4 duplicates of them on, right? That's brutal. Alrighty, fellas. I've officially been live for 8.5 hours in total today. We had some internet issues in between, but we still managed to stream for a mighty long time. So I'm going to call it here. The ending score of day 2 from my stream's perspective is Bugs 32, Fish 28, and I'm sure there'll be shinies. You know, I'll recap once we wake up tomorrow morning and start shunting. Thank you guys for watching the video and the stream. Hopefully it was entertaining to some extent, maybe even a little helpful. Like the video if it was. Dislike if not, that's okay. Subscribe to the channel for daily videos. I do upload every single day. I stream usually Monday through Thursday on Twitch at 12 p.m. ET, but this month or this week I'm streaming, 7 days a week, 8 hours a day at least. So a lot of good content, a lot of good fun, a lot of conversations. Congrats to the Lions fans. You guys won. Would love to see a Ravens-Lions Super Bowl. A lot of sports talk. I'm not the most, whatever. Thanks for watching. Discord down below. And just thanks again. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno.
Thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video, and I hope it was a positive asset to your day. The same way everybody listed here is a positive asset to my day, going above and beyond and allowing me to make content every single day. Thanks so much for watching, and have a good one.